Whoa. Here we go. Here we go. Hi everyone, it's 314 React here. Today we're looking at Counter-Strike Source. Some serious nostalgia going on here. First off, let's check out the options. Go into video, the old classic Source UI that has not scaled well at all with more modern screens. So we've got the model detail at high, text detail at very high, shaded detail high. Everything's maxed out as high as it can go. We'll just tick that as well just to make sure we have bloom effect when available. So let's dive right in. We're going to be playing all offline because I suck at this game. So we're going to start off on the old classic Dust. And we're going to have 9 CPU players. That should be 5 on each team, including me. Standard issue setup for everything else, include flashlight. Okay, let's dive in. Oh yeah, this brings me back. I never really played this game that seriously, but I did play it quite a bit in 2006 on my very old PC, which had a Duron 1300, a FX 5500, and it ran this game terribly. And I mainly played it with my friend around Easter sort of time. Whoa! Around Easter sort of time in 2006. And he had his brand new Alienware computer, and I was really jealous because he could run this at full DirectX 9, no problems. And I had to run it at like DirectX 7 or 8 or something just to get it to run. The CPU is the major bottleneck there, but it was still good memories. I remember playing it till about 5 AM one night and then falling asleep in college and getting showered at. It was great. So yeah, quite a bit of nostalgia. Quite a lot of personal nostalgia, and also quite a lot of nostalgia for anyone watching, most likely. Ah, the cringy things the bots say. Oh, we've got quite a bit of money. I'm going to buy some extra stuff next round. There's one left. Terrorists win. Ah, it's so classic. But yeah, back in the day when this map was first updated to HDR, and I think Militia got released at the same time, just to show off HDR along with the new, I think it was the 2006 Source engine, and it came out alongside Lost Coast. Unless my memory's wrong, I remember the HDR being way more overblown, because it was that era where the HDR was brand new and was being absolutely blown out, and bloom was just everywhere. There's one thing I want to mention about this floor in here, though. I don't think it's as shiny as it used to be. I think they've reduced the shine on it. It used to have a lot more of a specular sort of shine to it, and now it doesn't, which is sad. There's something about that sort of 2006 era bloom. Good old 2006. Oh no, here we go. Check this out. Pro grenade throw. Oh boy. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let's go for my favorite rifle. And of course, this version is the newer version where you can't buy ammo like you could in the original Source on release. Oh boy, I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh no! Oh, that grenade was awesome. Oh yeah. And of course, the incredibly wrong guns and gun handling, like the left hook M4, because it's mirrored, because the original person that worked on this was left-handed, so the guns were on the left side, but they moved them over to the right side, but just mirrored it, so that's why all the guns are left hook. And also the fact that the person pulls on the forward assist rather than the charging handle. The fact that the suppressor clicks on, which I don't think they do in real life. You have to kind of screw them on. It's great. It's what all adds to the charm. Of course, the old Source physics that was still present in the game back then, which I'm guessing they removed because they didn't want barrels falling in front of people during like elite matches and people losing because of that. Oh no, we couldn't disarm it in time. Let's check out another map. Office. Why isn't anything loading? What's going on? I'm just stuck in the liminal space that is Office. There we go, I reloaded, and now we're okay. Let's go for Arctic Avengers. That's what pros do, right? Flick between the weapons really fast. Here we go. Ooh. We do have some cash now, so it's time to go for the Defender. And I don't think this map has HDR on it, does it? No, it doesn't. You can't see any bloom or anything. It's the old non-HDR source look. No, wrong button. Oh, that's embarrassing. Tactical bunny hopping. I like the original source non-HDR look and the HDR look. And of course by HDR I mean the internal lighting rendering being HDR, not the actual output to the monitor HDR. Because this was back in the day when that was a new thing. Back when you had games that render internally using 8-bit integers rather than floating point. Oh. I think this is the last spot. Oh! 1v1. Oh, look at that. That old source specular. How nice is that? I don't know if there's a way to downgrade Steam games back to their originals. Oh, terrible. What was this guy doing? That'd be cool to go back to the original release, but I don't think there is. Someone let me know if there is. Whoa! Oh my god. Guy's hiding behind a pole like True Lies. Whoa! Just give the bots different voices just by pitching the same voice down. Let's go with something a bit different this time. Let's go with that and a bit of that. Oh god, we're all trapped, we're bottlenecked. There we go. It's about 190, sometimes dipping below 100 FPS it looks like. Which is interesting, because you'd think that it would be running at like 300 FPS, but I guess the limitations of how it was coded for old CPUs and DirectX 9 really holds it back. This is some old software. 1v2. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the bots during this video, because I've noticed that when I was playing CS2, the bots in that seemed to be dreadful, and the ones on Source seem to be a lot better, so I'll be very interested to see how much they've downgraded the bots. Might do a video on it as well. See, what's going to happen is, they're just going to rescue the hostages that side, and that'll be it. Here we go. Unbelievable. It's too late now, buddy. Not saying the bots in this were good, but they seem better than CS2. Anyway, let's go for another level. Let's go for Inferno. Inferno is still quite fresh in my mind from CS2. Oh, this has got HDR on it. It's very random, the levels they gave HDR and the levels they didn't. God, this is so much different from the CS2 version, isn't it?
Spotted the delivery point. Need help! Need help! Hang on, I'm coming.
I'm guessing it was completely redone for CSGO. Whoa! I know it's not great playing against bots, but if I play online it would just be really embarrassing. And I'll just ruin other people's games by just messing around trying to make this video, so that's why it's bots only. Whoa! Oh, I didn't even get to use my grenade. Jeff! Yeah, that old 2006 HDR look, it's the amount of nostalgia. Look at that, how overblown that is. And then how long it takes the exposure to change. Because that was the big selling feature of the time. Oh boy. Big selling feature of the time, like, oh, damn. Where it was like, oh yeah, HDR, you've got such huge exposure ranges. You can mimic how the human eye responds to light. So they just went really over the top with it. And then you combine that with like the Coke bottle effect, where every game on 360 and PS3 was rendered at like 720 or sub 720, and then had a whole ton of post-processing slapped over the top just to make it look good. Whoa! Who's left on my team? One dude, Xavier. He's got to take out 5 dudes with a pistol. This guy's got to be the Shroud bot. He can do it. I've got faith. Just wait. He's going to absolutely... Let's go to a bit of D Aztec, now known as Ancient. Oh, it's got the rain on it, hasn't it? Oh, how atmospheric is that? And it's, again, another one of those levels where it's got that classic Source liminal space kind of thing. With some extra creepy atmosphere. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, don't worry. I got... This map didn't get HDR. This is one of the maps that should have got HDR, really. I think this was back in the day where adding in HDR rendering to a level or a game was a lot more difficult because you had to rebake a lot of the assets with a lot of things or redo something. I don't think it was as simple as today's game engines where you probably just flick a button, or it's just baked so deeply into the game that everything uses floating point for lighting that no one has to think about it. Oh boy. Whoop! Damn! The old Metal Gear Solid gun. Oh! You see, you got a number of classic guns in this. You got the Metal Gear Solid gun, you got the Die Hard gun. Yeah, you've got the AUG, which is the Die Hard gun, which in newer versions of CS isn't the Die Hard gun, because I think they've changed it. But it's still an AUG, but it's a different AUG from what's in Die Hard. And then you've got the MGS gun, which is of course the FAMAS. The closest other thing would be the Tomb Raider gun, which would be the USP, but it's not a USP match. That's Half-Life 2, that has the match. And I've just completely walked into the complete opposite area where all the... Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Here we go. Let's do that. Hide round here.
There's one left.
Alfred. Whoop! Oh, that's my guy. Right, they're never going to disarm that in time. Let's get out of it. No, Adam, get out of there. Get out of there, Adam! Don't stay there, Adam. Get out of there, Adam. Run! He's running. We're good. I think Adam's going to be okay. Oh, yeah. See, I think this is why they removed... physics objects from Go and 2, because you can use them as, like, sort of artificial cover a little bit, sort of thing. Or you could block people with it, or you can get blocked like that. So I think they just want to make the maps consistent. I think on custom servers, private servers, you can re-enable the physics. Oh, watch this, watch this. Oh, we got him. Whoa! So for now, let's take a little break from all the violence and go to the video stress test. This is another greatly nostalgic thing, because even now, whenever I buy a new graphics card, I always put it through this stress test, even though there's pretty much an upper limit of the FPS you can hit. There's really no point in me continuing to run this over and over and over again, every time I get a new graphics card or whatever, but I love it anyway, so I keep doing it. So let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Look at all those lovely shaders. It's nothing impressive now. But that's the kind of stuff you'd see with like path tracing now, thick glass and stuff like that done physically correct. But for the time, that's amazing. It still looks pretty good now. And the bump mapping there. Especially when I upgraded my PC in 2006 from my Duron 1300 to an Athlon 3000, which was a little bit out of date at the time. I wasn't so good at knowing what new hardware was out at the time. And I did get a brand new 7900 GT with it, and it ran this beautifully and looked amazing. The old cameras there. That used to really lag up on the old Duron, because I think that takes quite a bit of CPU. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. 96.57 FPS, 4K, a Source engine game from over a decade ago, and my 4090 only manages 96 FPS. Brilliant. Okay, let's dive into Militia. I think this was a new map that was released around 2006, 2007, with high dynamic range lighting. See, I remember playing this back in the day on the 7900 GT. Even the lesser HDR that Source did at the time, which would allow HDR with MSAA. I'm not sure how they did that. Whoop! Oh no, oh no. Oh, there we go. See, I've just done a bit of a chat GPT question about HDR and MSAA. I'm not sure how accurate it would be, but from everything else that I've read, I think it's quite accurate. So essentially, because you're using floating point buffers to do HDR, MSAA was designed to work with standard 8-bit integer color buffers, which means when HDR was introduced with floating point color buffers, the hardware at the time didn't support multi-sampling of these floating point buffers, and the Source engine solution was to apply MSAA to a non-HDR version, then combine it with a HDR rendering, achieving the desired effect without the compatibility issue. See, I'm just reading somewhere else here. Do tone mapping in the material shader, output tone map values directly to the MSAA frame buffer. So yeah, it's a bit of clever hackery, and then when the 8000 series came out in 2007, you could have MSAA with HDR, because I believe the hardware would then support MSAA on floating point buffers. Interesting. A little bit of hardware history for you there. I remember playing Oblivion with HDR on, but having to have MSAA off, and then being able to turn that on when I went up to my 9800. Whoa! That was awesome. Whoa! Oh my god, that made me jump. Not quite sure what this guy's strategy is, but it's not quite working. This must be an advanced speedrun strategy. or something. I don't know, but we're going to leave him there. We're going to try Militia again, but with the absolute maximum amount of bots. I'm not sure what the maximum is, but we're going to put 99 in there. We're going to see what happens. It's loaded quite a lot. 32 total. Okay. I am getting some memories now, trying it on my old Duron, and the game completely... Whoa! Completely crashing out. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this for now. We're going to have a full-on war zone. 32 bots.
There's too many. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna guard the
Oh, this is awesome.
I can use some help camping hostages.
Yeah, I remember this would just completely tank my old...
Oh boy. Need help. Be right there.
my old CPU. Even just handling the online game with just the physics models of the people running around would absolutely tank it. So just me and my friend running around playing the game on my own, it'd be like 20 FPS or something. 20 FPS on Counter-Strike Source with my friend until 5 AM on a college night, and then just, yeah, falling asleep in college the next day. Oh, it was great.
Oh, sniper.
Yeah, look at the HDR on that wooden bit on the Galil there. Ooh. I just love it. I love that 2006 HDR bloom look. It's amazing. Look at that. And the interaction with the bump mapping on the arm there. Yeah, the bots, they're not great, but they are better than the ones in CS2, I'm fairly certain.
I hear something.
God, look at the destruction.
Counter-terrorists win.
There we go. Let's do one more round on here with the crazy amount of bots.
Right here.
Whoa! Okay, playing with 32 bots is... It sounds good,
I got your back.
but it doesn't really work. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to tone it right down. We're going to go back to 9 CPU players. And now we're going to go to a bit of Dust 2. Does this one also have HDR? I thought only one of the Dusts got HDR. Maybe they added HDR to this one as well later on. Wow.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it is HDR.
I see the bomber. They got the bomb.
Oop.
Where you go?
And of course, this is back in the days when you'd have skins in these games, but you'd get them from like Game Banana, and then drag them, drop them into the game, and they'd all be for free. Oh, what a different time. And sprays as well. Completely different era. Let's go for this bad boy. I remember this. Oh, the nostalgic look of this gun. Look at it. Now that's... Wow.
He's got the package.
I can feel the nostalgia. My God.
Terrorists win.
Brings me back. Yeah, my friend's Alienware computer.
There's the
That classic mid 2000s Alienware one where they look really bulbous and curvy. Long before RGB and stuff like that. I think that was before RGB LEDs, the WS2112s. You know, programmable LEDs. Before those bad boys either existed or were just too expensive. So you'd have either no RGB or you'd have cathode ray tubes or just one color LEDs. Be playing on the Alienware computer around his house and it would play this game so smooth and nice, and then I'd have to go back to... Oh, it's my team. Whoops. I'd have to go back to my house afterwards and go back to my old PC that would play this at like 20 frames a second. Oh, it was horrible.
The bomb's at B. Affirmative.
Just love that HDR look. Whoa! Oh god, getting distracted by the graphics.
Enemies left. Bomb side under control.
It's funny how objectively, you know... Oh god! It's funny how objectively bad graphics
That was it. Defusing bomb now.
relative to today can look so beautiful just because of nostalgia.
Bomb has been defused. There's the bomber.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That guy just accidentally bounced a grenade back.
2 enemies left.
Gonna take him out.
I've got the bomb. Watch it, there's a sniper. You got away.
Oh yeah!
I am dangerous.
Oh, the bots. Let's go for another level. Let's go for Piranesi. Oh yeah, I remember this one. No HDR. Yeah, there really was a distinct step up, wasn't there, when HDR was released, around about the time of Lost Coast. And then there's another step up when they added in Phong shading into the Source engine. And you had episode 1 with Phong shading and HDR. It made the overall look of Source a little less creepy and a little more realistic. It gave a bit more depth to how Source looked, I think, because this just looks a bit flat. But like I said, both have an appealing, nostalgic look to me. I think the HDR and Fong and the sort of later developments of Source as it evolved made it look a lot less liminal space as time went on. There we go. Watch this! Watch this! Oh, it worked. Let's do it. Let's go for the MGS gun, which is great because the Metal Gear Solid Collection, I believe, is releasing this week. And it sounds really disappointing. I do want to check it out. I'll probably make a video on it, but it does sound disappointing because they've basically just taken the emulated version of MGS1 that was on GOG, and then they've taken the old HD remasters from the PS3 version like 12 years ago and put that on there with MGS 2 and 3, and they're stuck at 720p, although some modder has already unlocked it to run at 4K. So it's just very lazy. It's not even a proper port. And even the emulator, they haven't given options to increase the resolution, proper hardware Z-buffering, perspective correct textures, anything like that. So it just looks like the PS1 game, sort of upscaled a little bit lazily. It's bizarre. It's weird. I'll put a link to Gman Live's video in the description going over it, and a link to the 4K mod thing, because it's strange. It's a very lazy port. I can't remember how I went on that tangent, but I'm going to get back to Source now. Here we go. One last map on this little nostalgia trip. Go for Tides. See, this would have been nice with HDR. I don't think this has HDR on it. And it's got an appropriately sort of wintry, October-y sort of look to it. Wow. Whoa! Oh, I remember this map. Yeah, I remember this map. Yep. This brings me back when I was playing this with my friend, back in 2006, and then alt-tabbing out to look at screenshots of the upcoming Unreal Tournament 2007, as it was still called back then, before they changed it to Unreal Tournament 3, and it looked absolutely mind-blowing. Of course, when UT3 actually came out, it looked nowhere near as good as that, but I still have a lot of nostalgia for that, and this brings me back to that. Let's go all out. Oh, we can't get the M249. Let's just go smoke grenade and pistol. So nostalgic. Oh boy, there we go. Oh damn! Rambo time, and a HE grenade. There we go. Whoa! Okay, let's do it. Let's do a pro grenade throw. Pixel perfect. Ah, one bullet from the M249. Right, have I got enough money? Have I got enough money? M249. Here we go. Pixel perfect grenade again. Watch this. Yeah, I'm going to stop making that joke now. Here we go. Whoa. There we go. Here we go. The wood pelting noise as all the bullets hit the wood. That's really cool. I think there's loads of weapon inaccuracy in this, but there's another inaccuracy with the M4. I'll get one in the next round. We'll see how this guy does. Calvin did it! Excellent. Rifles. Yeah, here we go. So you'll see when you fire the gun, the dust cover is closed. And then the dust cover, like, magically closes itself again after it's ejected an empty shell. It's so good. Because I think in real life, the dust cover, you can close it, you can snap it shut. But once you've fired it, it opens up and you have to manually close it again. It doesn't just automatically go back to its original position. I'll put a link in the video to GameSpot where they go over videos with... Oh my god, this is embarrassing. They go over videos with a weapons expert. He goes over a lot of the accuracy of guns in video games. Die Hard gun. And he points out a lot of the inaccuracies of these guns, and it's great to watch. See, some of the guns have like a proper visual when you're zooming in, but some just don't. Yes, Jonathan Ferguson, weapons expert and keeper of firearms and artillery at the Royal Armouries. He does great videos with GameSpot. I'll put a link in the description to where he goes over the Counter-Strike source weapons. Let's do DE Nuke. Looks like Nuke got the HDR treatment as well. Oh yeah. FPS Doug. God, that's an old reference now, isn't it? FPS Doug. Old pure ownage. Man, that's a long time ago. It's probably around this time, what, 19 years ago that Halo 2 came out? And I remember playing Halo 2, watching pure ownage. Damn, man. I know I'm terrible at this game. I'm not really using that many of the weapons or anything, but it's just a game I always love to run around with to enjoy the graphics and nostalgia. You should have not come into this video expecting any, whoa! Any, amazing gameplay or anything. Oh, that old school smoke effect. Oh, that's cool. Again, I don't think you can do that on Go or 2. Maybe you can. Oh, oh my god, it looked like he did a front flip. I don't think he did, but it looked like he did. Quickly, quickly, quickly. There we go. Let's do it. Oh, no, that's my guy. What is he doing up there? Awesome. Oh, yeah. One more round. This time actually is just one more round. And what we'll do is we'll get the biggest gun possible. Uh-oh. 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 Alright. We are going to have to do some serious no-scoping to win this one. Can they come through these doors? Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that was absolutely embarrassing, that was. They're going to win as well. Look at that. Ah, alright, we'll call it there, we'll call it there. That was some Counter-Strike Source serious nostalgia. Let me know in the comments what you remember from this game, what nostalgia you have for it. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the little bell for future videos. There's always more videos I'm making about tech and video games. Thanks for watching, I hope everyone's staying safe, and I will see you, whoa, in the next video. Ah, damn it.